Colectivo de Familias Unidas, or in English, Families United Collective, is made up of just a small family in Philadelphia who are distributing food and other resources to undocumented immigrant families who are out of work due to COVID-19, and Marco Cruz from South Jersey is willing to lend a hand.
We're filling the gap the government hasn't noticed or ignored and looked the other way, and that gap is helping out the undocumented community that didn't receive any of this benefits that many of us receive, including myself. So that gap that we're missing is pretty much the basic need of food. You know, the undocumented community has put all their funds in the last 100 days into paying bills and rent to not be kicked out, that they've sacrificed their pretty much their stomach and feeding their families for this.
According to an article on NJ.com, about $1 billion has been contributed by undocumented workers to New Jersey's unemployment fund since the year 2010. And since businesses have shut down because of COVID-19, these families have been out of work and without financial aid for at least 100 days.
Just because we don't have documents does not make us Americans. You know, we're just as American as anyone else. We've been here 10, 15, 20 years, and we want to be helped.
Karla Rojas is behind organizing food for Philly and South Jersey for undocumented families, and since she started, she's been able to feed 500 families.
My dad lost his job at the beginning of COVID. I'm the only one that was working at that time, so it was an income for 5 people just in this household itself, and that became a little bit overwhelming because I don't make a lot just for 5 people. This is what a lot of families are dealing with. It's not just my family getting affected. They couldn't qualify for unemployment. They couldn't qualify for the stimulus check. So now they're out there wondering how they're going to pay their bills or how they're going to eat. So this is just a big support for them, that not to worry about food, at least, that we can help them with something.
A big help towards the cause of undocumented families receiving government assistance is if they had representation, someone to bring the conversation to the forefront. But due to the silence of the undocumented families and people's miseducation, it's rare that people know for whom or when to speak up.
Everyone can agree that in times like this, COVID-19, a worldwide pandemic, you should help out those people that have been left in the shadows. So what I'm hoping to get out of this is to tap into that humane side of everyone, including the mayors and the representatives who want to help out.
According to the New Jersey PolicyPerspective.org, the I-10 program was created by the IRS in 1996 so that foreign nationals and other individuals who are not eligible for Social Security numbers can pay the taxes they are legally required to pay. Using I-10s, undocumented immigrants can pay billions in taxes to help fund programs like Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. But even as they pay billions in taxes, undocumented immigrants are unable to benefit from the programs that they pay into. Immigration reform would not only make the system fairer, it would benefit the entire economy. So who will speak up for the people who can't speak for themselves? And not because they can't speak, but because they're afraid that by merely speaking, that they may have to be deported. In Philadelphia, I'm Isaiah Showell with SNJ Today.